Any trend leading to increased red meat consumption is good news for producers. While traditional cuts have always been a favourite on Aussie tables, their non-loin counterparts have tended to be overlooked on the domestic front. But a new MLA trade marketing program called Masterpieces aims to change that. Along with wholesalers, MLA is running masterclasses to encourage chefs to include new dishes on their menus and proving that secondary cuts can make first-rate meals. Non-primals make for prime fare at David Clark's busy restaurant in the heart of Sydney's CBD.
When we opened the chop house 2 years ago, we started with a braised point end brisket. It was braised for 8 hours with great success, and we ran that for a year. Customers were pretty not happy once I took it off, but our new favourite, which is the dark ale marinated Wagyu flank, we've had it on for 5 weeks now, and it's been great success.
But David's in the minority. Although internationally there's always been a demand for non-loin cuts, generally we've been slower at home to realise their potential. One reason is because many chefs aren't confident preparing non-loin dishes, but it's easier now than ever. Firstly, because MSA grading provides guaranteed eating quality, and secondly, thanks to Masterpieces, an MLA program where wholesalers and chefs provide hands-on education, inspiring chefs to use more of the carcass.
Because it's the wholesaler that the chef is talking to a few times a week to get inspiration, to get ideas. So we've partnered with 21 key wholesalers around the country to deliver masterclasses. Chefs are really tactile, they're very creative, so we thought masterclasses were a really good way for them to be hands-on in amongst it with a chef talking chef's language and with a butcher showing all the butchery information so that they can ask questions and be involved, and we think that will be a really effective way to spread the word.
So it's nose to tail job, not just the premium cuts, it's using the whole lot.
The current Masterpieces program provides first-hand experience of the taste and preparation of 4 non-loin beef cuts: oyster blade, bowler blade, flank steak and brisket.
The first thing that we hear, which is exactly what we want them to say, is that they never knew they could do this with different cuts of meat. They really had no idea that these possibilities for menu and recipe development were possible and that the results could be as good as they were, and that's brilliant.
I was really surprised at how tender it was and how nice it ate.
I just had the brisket. It was slow roasted for 12 hours. It was unbelievable flavour.
We were just saying it holds really well and slices really well and nice and juicy. It's really good.
I'll be using it in the next 2 or 3 months.
MLA believes educating chefs on the use of non-loin cuts will grow demand and ultimately increase value. And they're targeting not just the high end of town, but also the high volume sectors of pubs, clubs and hotels, as well as the home consumer.
The expectation is not only to drive it through the chefs and onto a restaurant menu, but also to pull it through with the consumers purchasing at a butcher level and also creating masterpieces of their own at home.
Try pan frying it, try grilling it, try slicing it thinly and poaching it in a stock. You don't always have to go with these long, slow cooking. They're so good now that you can cook them in different ways. Here.
The MSA grading program allows chefs and wholesalers to promote and use these cuts with confidence.
When you have the MLA behind the products and behind and certify the cooking, the cuts, check the availability is correct, the abattoirs are in line, and all that supply chain is in order. That way you can go out to the marketplace, be comfortable and get a real push onto the different markets.
Masterpieces events like this one, showcasing the preparation, flavours and versatility of these new cuts, are part of MLA's commitment to securing additional red meat dishes on Aussie menus.
I think that the trend for non-loin cuts will continue to grow because it's still a considerable part of the market which haven't tried them, and we're only tapping in of recent times.
And we're actually starting to realise that with better quality meat, better quality animals and better quality produce, that we can actually create a really good quality tender dish using these cuts that we never used before.
Utilising more of the carcass can only benefit the industry. There are plans for Masterpieces to profile lamb non-primals next year and goat to follow, with the resultant raised profile and increased prestige set to grow domestic consumption.
Being a chef, you're always looking for different things to do and trying different experiences and different methods. To progress, you need to look at different cuts.
I'm very excited about the Masterpiece program because by interacting the MLA with my clients, it basically completes the chain. You know, it's a win-win for everybody.